Hi, and you are welcome to the channel. The name remains the same, the Ghanaian Tech Guy. Today we are going to talk about 10 lucrative businesses to start in Ghana with little or no capital. As we all know, the country is facing a whole lot of crisis in the economy, and as a young guy, you need to set up one or two businesses in order to gain income from them. Remember, these businesses are not arranged in any order of merit. Let's begin. The first business is drop shipping. Someone will ask, what is drop shipping? Drop shipping is providing direct delivery from manufacturer to a retailer or a customer. So here is it. We have companies that sell goods and services. So you will act as a middleman in order to take goods from them and sell to your customers at a fee. So let's say the company sells the item at 100 Ghana cedis. You will tell the customer that it is being sold for, let's say, 150 cedis or 130 cedis. So you take the money from the customer, pay the manufacturer, give the goods to the customer, and then the difference is yours. So you will be making money from these businesses without you putting in any capital. You just take the money from the customer, buy the item, and take the difference. So drop shipping is a very lucrative business to start in Ghana. The next one is private fitness trainer. If you have a good body shape, if you are in good shape, if you are healthy, if you have these abs and six packs and all, and you want to train people for money, it's a very lucrative business to do. You see, we have a lot of people who are obese, who are fat, who are overweight, and wish to slim down. So you will just get into contact with them, charge them at a fee. Imagine you are training 10 people and each of them is paying 200 cedis a month for being trained. You will get like 2,000 cedis from that, and it wouldn't take more than 3 hours to train them, probably an hour or two, and you would be gaining money from this from your own body. You wouldn't need to put any capital into this business. The third business is event organizing. If you are good in organizing birthday parties, events, shows, and all, this is a very good opportunity for you to make money. You see, a whole lot of people would pay any amount just to see that their programs are being held well or their programs are being organized well. So with this, you can decide to, let's say, charge a person, let's say 2,000 cedis for a birthday party, and you will look for someone who will make the cake, someone who will cook, someone who will do the decoration and everything. With that, you will just pay them off and the difference is yours. So imagine you charge 2,000 cedis for an event and you spend like 1,200 in organizing the event. That 800 cedis is yours. So let's say you are able to organize 10 programs or functions and you gain 800 cedis from each, which means you are actually earning 8,000 Ghana cedis a month, which is very lucrative. The next business is home tutoring. If you are good in any subject, let's say mathematics, science, English language, or any, you can agree with a parent and teach their children at a fee. So probably you can have like 4 or 5 children. If you are living in an area, you can have like 4 or 5 children, gather them at one place and then start teaching them, and you take your money after you are done teaching. Sometimes you can even do it daily. Let's say a day, every child will pay like 2 cedis. If you have 10 students, which means every day you'll be gaining 20 Ghana cedis a day. If you multiply it by the number of days we have in the month, which means you will be having a good amount of money to take home with. The next one is laundry business. Laundry business. You see, a whole lot of people feel very lazy to wash, and I fall victim. I really feel lazy to wash, so I mostly take my staffs to laundry, and they are making money from me. So you can start a laundry. You can start by using if you know how to wash with your hands, you can do that. You can be going every weekend. You can be going from house to house. You take their clothes and wash for them. So let's say you are charging 2 cedis per cloth, and every day you are able to get 5 people who will let you wash 20 of their clothes, which means you'll be gaining 40 cedis from each of them times the 5 people, which is like 200 cedis every weekend, and that is a very good amount of money. And you can decide to also, if you have money, you can invest into a washing machine. A washing machine in Ghana shouldn't cost more than 2,000 cedis, and let's say you are making 200 cedis every week from this laundry. By 10 weeks you will cover for the cost of your washing machine, and then from that day onwards you would be making profits. So laundry business is a very profitable business that you can venture into. The next business is home service. Let's say you are a barber, you are a hairdresser, or you have any skill that you can provide in order to get money. You just go from house to house and let them know that this is the services you provide. So let's say if you're a hairdresser, you can go from house to house and tell them, oh, I am a hairdresser, so if you need someone to make your hair for you, I'll be able to do it for you. So this means they will call you, you come to their houses with your staffs and then work for them. And this pays more than you opening a shop, because if you open a shop and you charge like, let's say 50 cedis for a haircut or hairdressing, when you do home service you'll be earning more. And if you are able to get your regular customers, which means every time they will need your services and you go to their houses to do that for them, of which it will be so lucrative and actually give you a lot of money. The next business is photography. Photography is now the talk of town, and it's making a whole lot of waves in the country. So you can actually learn photography in less than 3 months and start making money from it. And if you have a little bit of camera skills, you can learn picture editing and then you'll be making money from it. As a photographer, you will not earn less than 2,500 per session, because imagine you are being asked to take a video or a picture at a wedding. You wouldn't charge more than 2,500. So, which means with little money to buy your camera, you will be able to start this photography business and make so much from it. The next one is food vending. If you are a good cook and you know how to cook very well, you can decide to cook breakfast and then sell it in offices, because you see, people who work in offices are so busy that they feel reluctant to go out and buy food. So you can go to their offices, talk to them, and then you will be delivering food to them, whether breakfast or lunch, and you will make a whole lot of money in it. You just buy their stuffs, cook, go from office to office and deliver to them, and then you make your money from there. The next one is food and water business. We've already talked about food, that is food vending, but we will enter into the water business. You see, a business that is being looked down on is water business. That is selling of bottled water or sachet water. You see, let's say you buy a bag of sachet water at 7 cedis and every bag has 30 in it. Now, pure water is 50 pesos. So, if you sell a bag of pure water, you are actually gaining 15 cedis. If you take your 7 cedis from it, you have a profit of 8 cedis on each bag. So if you're able to sell 10 bags a day, you are gaining 80 Ghana cedis profit from your 10 bags, of which by the end of the month, you would have a substantial amount of money in your account. The last or the 10th business to start with little or no capital is graphic designing. You see, people organize programs here and there, and they need a graphic designer to design a flyer for them so that they will be able to advertise their product or their program. So if you're a graphic designer, you can actually go around seeking for jobs. When I completed SHS, that was what I was doing. I'm a graphic designer. I will go from business to businesses and I'll just let them know that I'm a graphic designer and I can design a flyer or a banner for their businesses. And I was able to make a substantial amount of money from that. You can just tell them that, oh, you wouldn't be charging for your your services, that is the designing, but you charge for the printing because you don't own the printing press. Then you put everything into the printing and charge them with it, and you will be making a whole lot of money from it. So this is where we end today's session. Always remember to be productive, and always remember that God is the greatest. I'm still your guy, the Ghanaian Tech Guy.